Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing a what if on what if Oz was betrayed by the gods. And this is a long time planned video. I have just never had a chance to. Well, I've never really had felt the inspiration to do it, but now I have the inspiration. As also will be a Norse god from the Norse mythology. As I'm from Sweden, so I love Norse mythology, but I do actually love the Greek mythology more. But since this is one of my oldest requests to do a what if Asta was a Norse god, Asta will be Thor in this. Actually, as he will be betrayed by the gods, though, to say the least. Um, I will create the backstory later on in the probably part 2, and I will create the backstory of it. So Asta will still end up at the church. We will start off there. Though, though Asta would, yes, no, Asta ends up at the church now. But it'll be a little bit different as they wake up in the morning, all that. But the well, the father will wake up by something else. As now let's dive right into it. As this is the night before Yuna and Asta gets found by the father in the church. As it is, what is it called now? What is it called? Oh yeah, it's called, it's called, oh god damn it, I forgot what it was. Okay, I know what it is now. As the night is there, Juno gets left at the church there. As they hurry up to go away to seek cover because it's raining now. As it looks like there's roof over the door of the church. And then thunder would start going down, and yes, also would arrive in a thunder. As he would get thrown down by the gods, betrayed by them. That's the only reason why, that's the only thing I will tell you for this part, right now, on why he got betrayed. But he will get betrayed by the gods. He's fell down and become a baby. As he will regain his memories later on. As if a giant lightning will now appear and hit the staircase. As the people that left Juno there would see this no, Juno. As then they tried to check on it, as they could sense with the mana units was completely okay. They feel like what? As then they decided to leave there because before they get found by the people that were chasing them. As the father woke up by the giant lightning. As then after that he would just hear two cries outside the door. He decides to open the door and check, and he sees two babies. He quickly takes them in. And because it's raining, he didn't want them to get wet or cold. And it was kinda really early in the morning. As when he saw Asta crying all that, as he felt that something was off with Asta and this lightning, something was similar with them for some reason. And I don't know if I should make Asta have a magic in this or not, or if it should be an ability. I'll make it up later in this video. Yeah. Okay, so the father would have sensed that the lightning had some connection, he doesn't know what. Asta is having a dream where he's just gets thrown down from the as he just have dreams about the thunders. As anyone that had that kind of dreams about it when it was a baby would probably be scared, but Asta was calm about it, really. And in this, Asta will have lightning immunity. Uh, Yes, now, with the years went by, Asta would be, well, Asta is now 5. That is the time when Lily gets presented to them. As Asta, well, Asta will have his normal eyes for now. I'll make him keep that for now, actually. Because of some reasons, he needs to keep them for now. But he will get those other eyes, as I see in the picture, he will get those later on. But he will have his normal eyes and present himself to Sister Lily. And she'll be like, huh. As he also won't have a crush on her now. As for shipping in this, I'll probably... I don't know exactly what to make it yet, though. I'll probably make it I'll tell you later on. The shipping's way too early to start it. There's Asta and... as now they had presented themselves to Sister Lily. Then the years went by, Asta was now 7 and Juno was 7 too. As Juno gets sent to the village there. Sorry for that, I've got a goddamn call from a friend. I just had to deny it. I just first checked who it was. Sorry for that. As now Juno gets sent to the village there to deliver the letter to the chief village about sharing supplies and food for the winter. As when he got there, after that he was done, the drunk guy approaches him from a corner and takes his pen and puts him, like, kinda throws him to the ground. Or pushes him to the ground, actually. You'll be like, no, give it back! Asta, the drunk guy be like, ha, what are you gonna do about it? As Asta now get close, as now he just saw Juno, and the drunk guy he'll get mad and say, give it back! As when he said that, the thunderclouds would start to appear. The guards was just sensed this too, like, wait, what the fuck? They're like, what? They're like, how? They thought. Then we say, we don't know. They said, why did we kill him? They said he can't die. Thor can't die, or the humanity won't. Or we, like, Thor is an essential part of life. Like, they think like, crap. Why was he chosen to be that one? Oh, they'll be like, yeah, I don't know why he got that power. The goddamn Thor. And then we think like that. Now we switch to where Asta and Juno is. Lightning start to strike down. As Asta would now... No. As Asta and... Asta now runs towards drunk guy, having a lightning fist. And drunk guy like, what? As he's drunk, he wouldn't be able to react really. But it was like, when he's kinda reacting, it'll be too late, and he was about to say like, hey, what's that gonna do to me? As he gets punched by the lightning now. He gets immediately like electrified in his body, getting paralyzed, and thrown back a good bit. As Asta is born with raw strength really, because since he's a god. As then then drunk will get passed out. Asta takes the pen and helps Juno up, and they just run away. Juno back, huh? What? Why are we? No, what am I saying? God, no. As now they ran back to the church. And, yeah, surfacing that, why are we about that? I just read wrong I just read something from a script that I have just been sent by a friend. Yes, I have someone who writes the scripts for me. Actually, a little bit of script idea for some things. He has get small lines about it, so I get directions in my what ifs. But let's get back to the what if. As Juno said, why? No, they was running back to church. As when he got back there, Asta gets calmed down. He's not mad anymore. As he get back, kinda exhausted by the lightning. As they all see the lightning around, they wonder what happened. They was like wondering if Asta and Juno is okay. As they are. As when they get back to church, Austin like kind of like really exhausted. He's like pumping. No, he's like breathing heavily, like. Then Asta was standing for, like they were like wondering why. Tells that he has. Then he tries to tell them about it, but before he could, Asta falls down to the ground, exhausted, passed out. The sister would run up and start healing him. She'd be like, "What? He's nothing's." She'd be like, "I can't. He's nothing's happening to him, kinda." She's like, "He's not wounded at all." Like, "Yeah, I don't know what really happened, but I think Asta uses magic." The black what? He said, "Yes." As he tries to explain it, Asta just runs toward the drunk guy, punched him once in the stomach with a lightning-covered fist. As the drunk guy gets thrown back a lot, like passed out by it and electrocuted too, as well as knocked back a good bit of meters. Like surprised by this, I feel like yeah, maybe he's exhausted by that. They think. I still wonder though how Asta could be that strong. As then Austin, would grow up. No, next day, Austin wakes up. He gets like he will still get overseen by Lily to check if he has any injuries at all. Then no, as Austin gets out training now after that, so he can train his muscles. And it will went pretty simple. He will try to use his magic again. Though something's happening. Why does the lightning always the funny clouds come around when I'm using my magic? He thinks. As he's trading now. As the Whiskin would just hear about the weird lightnings, just like funny clouds just appearing from nowhere when it's sunny about in the northeast parts of the kingdom. He thinks like not to check it out really. He thinks that maybe some mana from the Grand Magic Zone is escaping into the Cloud Kingdom and there's reacting something, he thinks, like that. As Asta would have trained there for each day, the years wouldn't by now. He's 13. And so now when he uses his magic, he will start to get memories of of him falling through the clouds in the lightning storm. As he gets those weird memories, as he just thinks it's a dream. As he always sees a smell said, "No." As he would just hear someone say, "No." And that will be someone that will train him using his godly power. Yes, he will be trained by God. There's one god that didn't betray him, but others didn't care about that certain god, and they couldn't just throw her off because that would ruin the rest. I won't tell you who that god is really yet. No, actually, I will tell you that it's Freya, and she'll be the one to protest against it. But the others didn't care about what she said. As now Austin using his god power training every day. As the church will know that he was the one to use that lightning abilities to think the funny clouds may be something of his magic too. As now one day when Asta does this, a woman just appears from the trees behind. And she'll be like, "Oh hi there." Asta look up behind us like, "What?" He gets shocked by it and gets ready to fight. He standing in a fighting position with his fists. She's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna hurt you," she said, smiling at Asta. Asta like, "What?" And then he sees the hair color. It's kind of the same as his. He's like, "Wait, who are you?" She's like, "Oh." She's like, "Oh, so I guess you don't remember." Asta like, "Wait." Then he remembers the smile, said. Then he remembers the tears from someone. Like, "Wait, you're in my. Wait, what?" He thinks. "I'm so confused right now," said Asta. She'd be like, "Yeah. I cannot. I guess I can understand that. After all." I was like, "What?" They said, "Well," I said, "I'm here to train you in your powers, Asta." He'll be like, "I didn't tell you my name. How did you?" She said, "Oh wait, I guess no." She'll be like, I was like, "Yeah." I should be like, She would say, "I guess I should have told you about my power. I'm here to train you in your powers for." Asta assumes like, "Oh wait, I guess you go by the name Asta now." Asta would hear the name 4, just get more memories. He'd be like, "What the?" He feels all the memories flooding inside of him, coming back to him right now. He's like, "No, what are these dreams, he said. She'd be like, oh, then Ostis falls down. It is too much memories for him to take right now. Freya catches him. Ostis is still paralyzed for a while. Then he just wakes up. He's still in the training. As Freya back, so you're awake now? Ostis like, yeah. As she remembers everything, said, wait, you were? She'd be like, yes, I was your mother. And yes, Freya will be Thor's mother. I know she isn't in the Norse mythology, but she will be here. So yeah, I was like, wait, that's your mom? She's like, yes. Then says, though I can't stay here for long. I was like, yeah, I know. Though those they don't like that you're here, right? Like, no. I also look at her just like, so, the father doesn't know you're here? She's like, no, not yet at least. If he does find out, he's gonna be really mad at me. He'd be like, yeah, I know. As Asta gets sad about the memories he have. Kinda, as Dad said, well, I gotta train you quickly then. I was like, yeah. As Asta want to remember of his, like, using his godly powers. As he get trained every single day by, like, for 2 months. No, a year, he will get trained by Freya. Or she would stay on that demon skull. Asta will get there every single day. As when the time was up, Asta was to hear someone, like Freya telling that she has to go now. I was like, yeah, bye, Mom. As he hugs her, she's like, bye, I hope I'll see you again, Mom. She's like, of course, I hope you will too. Then she just goes away, like, kind of, like, it was the hologram, not the real hologram. She would just disappear, as she would be able to take a shape form in the god-like human world. So yeah, as I was like, kind of cry a little bit, just said, bye, Mom. I wish I could see you more. I wish we could spend more time together. As now Asta walks away. Still keeps training for like those 2 years until he gets his grimoire. Now, something odd things will happen at the grimoire ceremony. I'm just telling you that right now. As Asta and Juno would get sorry, what am I saying? No. As Asta and Juno gets into the Grimoire Tower now. And yeah, during these 2 years, Asta will get a lot stronger. He'll get those muscles. And he'll be taller than this. He'll be like 6 foot, I think, no, 6'4". That's the height of Thor. I'm gonna say that Thor as a god in Norse mythology was like 6'4". As he will be buff. Asta won't be that buff yet, it will be that kind of buff. So yeah. He won't have a beard in this, not yet. He's just fucking 15, but he will get a beard, maybe a beard later, I don't know. Just if you want it, maybe. Then Asta, as they were standing in the Grimoire Tower, Asta standing in the middle, has to all see like this very extremely tall kid, the 15-year-old. He was just 6'4", and we see like the breadth of his like muscles, all that they felt that he must be a noble. As then they could just sense okay, Asta will get the grimoire in this. He will have mana. As they could sense all this mana. No, they won't be able to sense his mana because he has god mana, and that's like you can't sense that mana if you don't have god. It's similar to the god key in, well, if you don't have like god sensing or something, like in Dragon Ball, it will be similar to this. As Yama will only be able to sense, Yama won't be able to sense his mana. He will only be able to sense his ki. As the other will always feel like this weird pressure coming from Asta. As Asta will soon learn how to like make mortals feel his mana. Or actually, I won't make it have like weird things. No, actually, weird things will happen at Grimoire ceremony. As now, Asta, like Juno gets his 4-leaf clover now. Hold on. God, yeah. no, not hold on. Juno gets his 4-leaf clover. Same as in Canada, though a little bit deeper green. As for Asta, is what takes some time. You think, what? Then the weird things will start happen. A Grimoire would appear from the sky. No, from the Grimoire Tower at the very top. Seems like he just appeared there. Oh god, I forgot I don't have that picture on my phone yet, though it will be a 6, no, it will be a 4-leaf. Because Asta will have that to use his magic in. As now he walks out from the Grimoire Tower, everyone will be mad at as they realize that Asta was at a noble. As they would just see a weird necklace he had, it's like, what? They think like, heh, never mind that, he's just a commoner. As they would be pissed at Asta and Juno for getting 4-leaf clovers. Then Juno would get attacked by the nobles. You got the same as in Canon, Juno easily defeats them, then the Shamans would appear. Juno would be able to dodge them, some chains, as then the Shamans would say, rattle Shane's magic, rattle snakes at, no, then said, hold on. Yes, the noble Rev would sell. Now, Shane magic, rattle Shane snake, no, rattle Snake Shane's Snake Shane Rain, he would say. As now multiple chains would come down and bind down Juno. He gets bind down. As Revchi gets his grimoire now. As he would just hear someone walking heavily behind his leg and brief, like heavily said, give that grimoire back to Juno. As he would look back and see the tall kid from before, like, huh? They said, oh well, guess I gotta take your grimoire too. As now, Asta would get mad, but what did you say? As they would hear, Asta's rage would fill up. Now lightnings would form around in the sky. A thundercloud would appear. As it would be big. Now Asta would get mad. As now punches the sheriff right into the wall. One strike, but that won't be enough to KO him. Shin was like, what the? Guess you're pretty strong then. But don't forget that I'm a former medic knight. Was like a former medic knight? Huh. Why does a former medic knight steal grimoires? The should be like, shut it! I don't have to answer your questions. I was like, yeah, you don't have to. As then lightning strikes down towards Asta, Shrev should be like, huh, you probably should have messed with me. But when the smoke clears, Asta would hold a hammer in his hand. Lightning would surround it. As Asta would now have, not be bare, he will have some clothes on still, but he'll get a cape and a Viking helmet, the one in the picture too. Actually, I'll make him be a bear, bare muscled. Or serves to see him like the weird cape and everything he had on, and the Viking helmet, and those gauntlets and his pants. Or leggings in this, I think it's called when it's armor. Asta will look at him a lot more intimidating now that the Revshia saw all his muscles. Like, what the? Asta swings his arms oh, so you're not knocked out yet, huh? Then he swings his hammer, swings his hammer, and then he swings it down at the ground, as the lightning does strike Revchi. Asta that should knock you out. Revchi would be shocked, actually, he'll be electrocuted now, and gets knocked back, not killed, but he'll get knocked back by this. Knocked out, actually. KO'd. Must be made sure to not kill him. And then, doesn't know what the hell this is. He thinks, then he says, wait, what the? He sees all his muscle, what the? Wait, where did my... Then he sees, the weird clothing he had on. What? Then he has he was thinking, wait, where's my normal clothes on? Then the hammer is kinda... No, as he still holds a hammer, I'm like, and where did this hammer come from? Then Asta would, no, as no, Asta would think about it, then Asta would get his normal calls on. Asta like, yeah, that's better, but still, that was weird, he thinks. As then he still sees the hammer in his hand, like, okay. He said, I guess I got this one now. As the thing, like, though, then he gets some memories of Mjolnir, like, oh, yeah, I remember this now, he thinks. Then he gives the Yona back his grimoire. Yona like, wow, Asta. Asta like, yeah, what? He said, that's a lot of muscles. Asta like, yeah. It's a lot of muscles, maybe for you, but for me, I'm a god, he thinks like. Asta like, yeah, maybe this. He said, like, yeah, it is, he said. Then he thinks and he said, like, yeah, maybe for a mere mortal, but I'm the god. I'm a god, for God's sake. Like the pun I did with the for God's sake, huh? No. As yeah, now they get back to the church. They would all wonder what kind of happened. Instead, we'll see. No, they would ask what's happened. As they said, what did you do? Asta asked like, someone tried to steal Jonas' grimoire. He said, I got a little bit carried away. He said, no, he said, I just got mad when someone stole Jonas' grimoire. And then we asked, what about the hammer? Asked like, oh yeah, it just appeared when the thunder struck me. And so, he's like, yeah, okay. As wouldn't see his, like, only his, he wouldn't see his, like, armor yet though. So yeah, as now the 6-month training would appear. As now the Wiz King knew that this wasn't just magic. This was somewhat magic, he said. Because when he interrogated Revchi, he'll like speak of someone like, that kid, he's a real monster. What the hell? What's that thing? He said. Wiz King would hear like, huh? Like what it is, he decides to check it out. As then Asta would now the 6-month training would begin. Asta is training in the woods every single day. There was here thunder striking down there. Julius would sense this too. He thinks like, I need to check it out. As he went there, I don't know when he does, but he will be after the swordsman. As let's say the swordsman appear like the second month like the first month after, like this during the second month. So he'll be training Asta for the entire second month. Julius appears the third month. As a lightning would strike down. He'll be like, huh? He senses weird come from as the lightning strike down. He looks there, and then he sees a kid striking himself with lightning. All that. He'll be like, what? Then it works in his disguise. Asta would order sense him and just keep striking with lightning. As when Julius got closer, Asta would like, you should probably stay away from there. Here, stay. You should probably back down a little bit. He said it's dangerous if you stand too close. He'll be like, what? Asta like, yeah. I might be immune to my own magic, but you're not. Then Asta stopped his training, so why are you here? Julius like, I just was interested in your magic. I sensed this magic when I'm passing by. He asked like, oh, okay. Then tell me, why are you hidden in this disguise? No, he won't say it yet. But Asta will know that he's disguised. He's like, oh, okay. So what about it? It's like, well, there's lightnings. I've never seen such lightning before. Someone that's immune to their own magic either. Never seen that before. Asta like, yeah, maybe. You haven't, he said. Instead he would say, well, your magic is really interesting. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, as he would ask questions about this magic, Asta would say, like, he would like prompt him with much more questions than Asta could answer. Asta said enough, so they said enough. I need to ask you one question before I answer your questions. He was like, huh? I was like, yes. Why are you hiding in a disguise? He was like, what? I was like, yeah, I can sense it. And she was like, what the, I'm not. I was like, don't lie to me. I know you are. Then said, if you're not lying, then try to lift this hammer. No, he wouldn't say that. He said, I bet you're I know you're lying, so just get off the disguise already. No one's here watching. Because they know that when I'm training, they shouldn't be near. He's like, okay, you just trust him now. And D transforms back to his Wizard King form. Austin seen like, so you're the Wizard King, huh? Him like, not shocked or anything. I was like, nah, I could sense that you had immense mana. He was like, oh yeah, when I think about it, I can't sense your mana either. I was like, yeah, I know. Then he said, cause I can deactivate and activate it at a time, he said. And I usually don't want anyone to sense my mana. He was like, what? Then he said, yes. Then he said, you probably back down a bit though. When my mana gets released, it gets a shockwave mana here. I'm like, okay. Julius backs down. Then Asa releases mana. And now a wind gust would just fall around like the entire village, as the village would know where this meant Asa was activating his mana still, as they all know that this would happen when he does that. As Julius gets thrown back a little bit, his hair gets all messy by it. As he would fix it, as Julius like, wow, that's an immense mana. Asa like, yeah, I know. As then Asta deactivates it. It's like, that's why I don't normally use it. I prefer to not have it activated. As then he said to answer some of the questions. He does answer that. As Elias asks what's about the magic. I was like, I think it's called lightning god magic. No, said lightning magic, he said. Wow. I was like, yeah. Then he asks about the hammer Asta also had. He said, oh, I hard time explaining, he said. I don't want to, like, it's a secret, he said. I can't tell you everything about the magic. Elias like, yeah, okay. As he remembers some myths, as this is not from, like, they're not from the Cloud Kingdom, he was here myths. Like legends about the god of like god of thunder, all that. So yeah, as he won't like have like connect that bond yet. Then he'll like answer Julius' question. Then he asks Julius asks the obvious question. So will you become a magic knight? Ask like, yeah, of course, he said. Julius like, oh good. Then I'll see you there. Ask like, yeah, see you there, Wizard King. Julius came like, yeah, see ya. He just walks away, and then Snow before he left, Asta's grandma will start to float. Asta like, ask, what are you doing, Asta? Asta like, I'm not doing anything. Then his like grandma would react to his hammer, as they would merge now and still be a hammer, though with a Thor leaf for a Thor leaf. I'm gonna call it a Thor leaf. Yep, I'm gonna pronounce it a Thor leaf clover, because it's a god of Thor. It's the god Thor, and it has a 4-leaf clover, so it'll be a Thor leaf clover. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop playing around with that word. Then Asta would could be training. No, what am I saying? Asta would be what am I saying right now? As Asta would Asta would touch the hammer and see like the weird silhouette on the side. And it will be like, if you have seen the God of Thor, the 4 movies, Marvel movies, you know that kind of like sigil or sign on Thor's hammer, but it's kind of hard to read. It's because it's just an inscript on it, and it does like it's not painted. Yeah, Asta would be. Asta will have a kind of like that. It will be carved in a 4-leaf clover. You just will see the 4-leaf clover and say like, oh, guess you're not have a grimoire anymore. I was like, yeah, maybe. There's well, I'll tell everyone about you at your staff there. That will come there soon. I was like, yeah, see ya then. Julius like, yeah, see ya. Then Julius walks away now. As Marx calls him what he was doing, he said, I checked that we're lightning out. It seems that it's actually a person that has that odd lightning magic. Him like, Marx like, okay. Then, no, yeah, Marx like, okay. But you gotta get back to work now. Julius like, yeah, I'm satisfied with my magic adventures now. Marx like, wait, hold up. You're satisfied now? You've never been satisfied before. He was like, I know. I haven't been satisfied before, but I'm satisfied now. That boy has unusual magic. It's amazing that I'm intrigued. I'm actually gonna watch the entrance exam this year. He's like, what? He said, yes, I am. Mark's like, hey, well, I guess I can protest against that. Then there were, Asil said, though, I want to broadcast it to everyone else this year, in this kingdom too. Mark's like, what? He said, yes. Mark's like, okay, I guess I can do that for you then. Oh god, that scared me. That freaked the hell out of me. It's now, the rest of the months would have gone past, as Austin meets up at the village saying their goodbyes to everyone. As Austin's voice got gotten deeper, though I won't make it deeper all the time, but it was something like, goodbye. He said, see you later, I'll become a Merrick Knight now. They're like, yeah, good luck, Asta. I stood here your voice got really deep. Asta like, yeah, I know. As then they say goodbyes, now they walk to the capital. As when they get the far bit off, asks about how his training went. Asta like, yeah, it went pretty well, he said. He said, it went pretty well, What about yours? Like, hey, it went pretty good. Asta like, good. For you, my rival, he said. Asta said, good for you, my rival. They get to the capital now, register their grimoires, or does, as everyone would know before they got there. They were just walking there, as they were, people would see them and see Austin, like a buff guy, without using a grimoire, just holding a hammer. And some girls will see him and walks up and asks, so why? No, they would ask, why doesn't he have a grimoire? And so one particular girl would be curious and walk up to Austin and ask about it. As it'll actually be, I won't tell you yet who it is, but she would walk up to say why doesn't you have a grimoire? I was like, oh, I don't need one, he said. I just need this, as he shows them their hammer. His hammer, actually. He's like, oh, what's that? He's like, oh, it's my hammer, he said. He's like, oh, okay. As then Asta would, then she would ask, so what's your, I was like, then see, I said. No, Asta like, I should probably go now. He said, I gotta register myself before the entrance exam starts. He's like, what, how are you gonna get in without a grimoire? He's like, I just know that I will. They're like, okay. And then he walks away, and but he just creates some lightning actually. For her, in front of her, saying bye. Sexy, yeah. She'd be like, wow, she'd be amazed by this and kinda blushing just a little bit. Yes, there won't be. I don't know if I'll keep her in the store later or not. I'm just gonna tell you that now. So yeah. As Asta would, no. Um. They were registering Grimoire. Unity registered his Grimoire now. Asta walks up and just shows his hammer. Like, oh, we were told. I said, what's your name? Asta like, no, he said, if you don't have a Grimoire, you can just walk away. Then Asta like, my name is Asta. He'd be like, oh, apologies. Yeah, you can just walk in. A Sek was behind Asta like, what? He said, what the? He wondered, what's up with that one? And when he walked in, then Asta walked in there. As that is where I'll be ending this what if off. I know this is a kinda still short one, but it'll be about 40 minutes long, so it's still between my goal to keep it 30 to 40 minutes, 30 to 50 minutes, or to an hour long maybe sometimes. So yeah. As I hope you guys if you did, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. It helps me out a lot too. because if when I reach like 1k subscribers, and yeah, I will be able to use the community tab where I can make polls for what videos I want. You can decide to what you want next. So yes, if you watching this and not subscribed, please be sure to click the subscribe button. That helps me out a lot, and if I reach 1k before this year, I will do a no. I'm not gonna set up a goal yet. I will need to figure out what kind of reveal I will do. So yeah, that's all from me. No, yeah, that's kind of all. So that's all now. No, that's all for me. Please smash that like button as well. Comment down below to what you think of this what if, and that's all from me now. So yeah, see ya later.